when I was a kid, this is all I'm gonna need. Because I know you always worried about me drinking my dinner.
Hello, it is
Don't do that
May
anymore.
29th.
May 29th.
April 29th.
Oh my goodness, April 29th. Can you believe that? This is the first time, or maybe the second time, that Laura actually doesn't know what date it is. You got us
May.
last time with the wrong date. We didn't even publish that one, though. So it is April 29th.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost the last day of the month, and we just got back from an awesome birthday party trip. We went to see our brother Craig Wallace.
We sure did.
And Mallory Wallace, I believe, is the correct name for her now.
Well, I should hope so.
Are they married? I don't think they're married yet. I think he's engaged to her, but she goes by Mallory Wallace.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was super, super awesome. That song that was just playing was out of all the songs that were playing at the new ranch that he just moved into a month ago, that song was playing, and then all of a sudden it turned from everyone staring at each other to, grab a partner and do-si-do. Everyone was dancing.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. We had a great time out there. And this is Why Kingdom Ministries. Once again, this is Monday, April 29th. It is like 11 o'clock at night. We got fans going and AC units and everything. Let me turn it off. So yeah, it was a very interesting weekend. We actually got the new Dodge Durango, the G-Mall, the old gangster granny mobile with the chrome rims and the navigation and leather seats. Gangster grandma's riding around in that one.
Who's
so tell us
Gangster
about
Grandma?
you. What do you mean? Tell us about the gangster granny G-Mall gangster granny mobile that you picked up.
I got apparently a gangster granny mobile that we picked up.
Well, don't be so candid about it. You seen it, and you were like, hey.
I like it. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Really,
The kids were
really nice.
laid out, stretched out in the third row
Stretched
kind of
out,
thing.
Third row. Everybody had room and space to move, especially Mr. 6'4".
It's got the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Sit back, relax, and let the Alpines go. I mean, it was the bass music was playing. We were jamming to some Cody Jinks, especially on the way back.
Yeah.
But yeah, we found a deeper roots into God's country.
Yeah.
And
great.
we've seen horses, we've seen bulls, we've seen cattle, we've seen guns, we've seen
God's country.
oh yeah, catfish. We caught 3 catfish. Jake was out there. He allegedly caught some bass. I didn't see any pictures, but apparently
Yeah.
he caught them. And
I got pictures.
yeah, I told him you're not supposed to keep any largemouth bass. That's a fishing sport. Throw them back so someone else can catch them. But everyone disagreed with me and said we should be eating them. But that's not the way I fish. I throw back bass, especially largemouth bass in the ponds and stuff. I mean, that's just the way I do it. But anyway, and so we can teach the kids the way we do it, and other people do it a different way, and
That's right.
nothing against them. But we'll keep catfish and stuff, but not largemouth bass. That's not. I mean, you either mount it on the wall or you throw it back in the lake. That's 2 different ways we do it. But we don't have not one mounted on the wall. So the whole entire weekend started out with we were supposed to do something else. I forget what that was, but we ended up not doing that. And Mallory texted, and I think we kind of lost track of time and what date it was, but it was like, oh, it's this weekend. So she said, hey, come for this surprise birthday party, which turned out to be not such a surprise. Craig, I don't know, induced with a little adult beverages, was able to coerce her to spill the beans on the party, so he knows everything about it. But she had mentioned that she wanted some cornhole boards. Mm-hmm. So you and I, we procrastinated to the last minute,
We were very busy this week.
Super busy with fencing. Hallelujah, praise Jesus. But
no procrastination.
so we made these cornhole boards and have this nice vinyl that Laura cut and put on there that says hunting, fishing, and loving every day. And we had camouflage and orange bean bags delivered, and we put that whole thing together, brought it down there, and it was a big hit.
Yes.
Everyone was like, man, where did you get that? And so whykingdom.com, we don't have that set up yet, but it will be set up where you can buy cool t-shirts. Like one of my faves is the Isaiah 25. What's the verse? 25.
Is it 25?
60.
I thought the verse is 25, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is a good time to do a little Bible search since we didn't really get a chance to go through a lot of that.
Pretty sure it's 65.
I'm pretty sure it's 65.
24.
65:24. I have a cool t-shirt that says Isaiah 65:24.
You got it for Easter's.
Oh, man, that was so awesome. Easter. Yeah, their work will not be in vain, and their children will not be doomed to misfortune. For they are people blessed by the Lord, and their children too will be blessed. I will answer them before they even call to me. While they're still talking about their needs, I will go ahead and answer their prayers. So tell me that's not awesome.
Yes.
I mean, I'm going to answer. They're not even praying to me yet. They're just talking about their needs, and I'm going to go ahead and answer them, and their children will be blessed too. And I think we're all looking for an Isaiah 65:24 type of blessing, and we sure have been getting it.
Wow. Totally.
Totally, yeah. And so, we cover a lot of things on podcasts. Some of them are, ministry things, and other ones are personal, with our business, or just literally personal friendships and stuff. But we just wanted to kind of take this small podcast, and talk about how much we appreciate where we are right now. How much we've grown, all the things that we've done, all the people we've met, the people we've been aligned with. On Sunday, we had the opportunity to wake up. That's enough right there that we woke up. But we woke up, and of course Laura was nursing this, what's it called? Hangover?
Yes.
A hangover.
Quite.
What? Quite a hangover?
Quite. Yes.
Yeah, so she,
well.
she was, not moving around very fast and staying away from bright lights and all those kind of things that, but we had some breakfast. We cooked some filet mignon over a smoker and some cooking wood there at Craig's 1,500 acre ranch. Now, it may not be his, but it is his upstairs, God's country, and Craig is now in charge of managing it and being responsible for being a steward of the land and what it produces, and of course his Nafax lumber, firewood, cooking wood operation is right there on the same piece of property. It's right next to it or something, but it's really something to see. It's God's country all to it, and everyone over there was really good people. I mean, there was a few, ex-convicts or something that had recently got out of prison, and they were, still adapting to, what a, first-class citizen looks like, and they were in that transition period. But it was just nice to be around all those people, and I know Craig has his past, but people say, well, how did you meet Craig? And it was funny telling the story. It's like, I met him on vacation, and I tell you what, he's just a good dude, man. I mean, straight up. And I'll tell you how good of a dude he is. It's a 3.5 hour, 4 hour drive, but it seemed but just a few minutes, man. Because I mean, he's just a good dude, and that kind of little drive didn't faze us one bit. We want to come out there and see him and hang out with him, and definitely celebrate his birthday. So what was your takeaway from this weekend?
I guess just the simplicity of friends that are like family, and enjoying how everybody came together and, brought their dish and got together. It's just, and God's blessings of how much they've been looking for and waiting for something like this to happen. And he just flat out blessed them with 1,500 acres. It's crazy.
But
not that
God,
it's not going to be hard.
yeah.
Yeah, but God.
I tell you something that was one of the highlights. I know Craig said we were going to do church on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, and then people were, out in the pasture trying to round horses up and whatever. But, we did get a chance to just take a moment and pray with Craig and Mallory. And it was really me talking or anything, but that was one of the highlights, I think, in my takeaway of there is, that was our first opportunity to really get them alone and get them by themselves. And we, talking about our prayers, basically we just try to put God in his place. It's not about us, it's about you. And, your word says to be fruitful and multiply, and that doesn't necessarily mean have more children like Abraham and your descendants will be as numerous as the stars, but being fruitful as a tree is judged by its fruit, and your children are the fruit. May they be fruitful, and may we multiply in, spiritual, physical, and mental well-being, which is the definition of health. May we have healthy families, spiritual, mental, and physical, health. And, it was just exciting to pray with them and say some, blessings over them, and hopefully we also had the same kind of blessings. He had had a group prayer, and everyone, and some of them were kind of some beer drinking, hell raising kind of guys, but he stopped the whole entire party when it was time to give the Lord his rightful place right before dinner, and made everybody take your hats off, and we're going to do this right here. And he led everyone in prayer, and it was just nice to being around some good, solid country folks that we know how to have a good time, and we certainly can celebrate things and come together and dance like David. But we're going to make sure the Lord, no matter if it's a beer drinking, hell raising kind of situation, the Lord's going to have his place in any of these kind of events on this land. And that was awesome to see the man of God take his place there. So that was definitely another highlight. So why Kingdom Ministries? What do we have going on in the month of May coming up?
As far as the ministry goes?
Yes, the ministry goes. What do we have going on?
You mean like sabbatical type stuff?
Obviously, we don't have anything going on as she's reaching over here. We are 100% right now pushing Kingdom Roof and Fence.
Yeah.
We are trying to figure out how to hire more people. That's where we are right now is, the ministry is, having young men take their place and take the lead in their families, the community, and, through God's church and the workplace. And we have our eyes and our feelers and our fishing rods, if you will, out there in the pond, trying to catch a few more workers, because God has blessed us so much in abundance that it's now time to add some more young men into this mix and teach them these ways and teach them these working things, and obviously teach them about the Lord indirectly through work ethic and job skills. So that's what we have going on this month to come, is adding new soldiers to our army of fence workers and roof workers. We have many roof jobs coming in, many fence jobs that are already here waiting for us to do it. And if you're looking to get any roofing work or fence work, certainly call Kingdom Roof and Fence. The number's 346-291-4492, or you can visit us online. Our website is awesome looking. Now it's kingdomroofandfence.com. And you can hashtag us on Twitter at Kingdom Roof. So that's pretty much what's going on. But no, we had a great time. The drive there was great. The drive back was great. Hanging out. We had Craig use our JBL speaker. He thought that was neat with the Bluetooth, and just good people, good time. We were really happy that we took a little break from all the work.
Yes.
It was well needed.
Yes.
But we are refreshed. The beautiful air mattress, Posturepedic sleep number that I speak so highly of, we threw that into their living room that was still halfway under construction. We spent the night there. The kids had a great time. Levi got to shoot some guns. Jacob got to, he was trying to make kissy face with some young lady who was there until the uncle said, pretty much, you stay away from my niece or I'll kill you. And then so he backed up a little bit.
And he fished, and he went and got horses.
Oh yeah, they had a great time. Stella had fun. She was holding hands with some girl, and they were jumping on the trampoline and buddying around, and so the whole family had a great time. We're certainly glad we did it, and we'll be looking forward to do it again. What's some final words that you have for us, Laura?
Oh, final words. You always put me on the spot for this kind of stuff. Let's see. My final words is, I'm just excited to see what's going to happen next. Everything keeps dropping from the sky, and it's crazy and wonderful.
Mm-hmm. We're doing all right, Mama.
Mm-hmm. We're doing okay.
We're doing okay. Y'all have a great day. This is Ron and my beautiful co-host Laura from Y Kingdom Ministries. If you want to call the ministry number, it is 346-291-3131, or send an email to ykingdomministries@gmail.com. Love you guys. Bye.